Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have another dupes extravaganza. Can I outdo myself from last time? Maybe, because this roundup is hot. First dupe we have to discuss because I am blown away beyond. We know you. We loved you, we trusted you, you got reformulated, and then we were all left with a hole in our hearts because the reformulation is shiny, does not have talc, while Essence of all brands has a trio blurring powder, and the surprising thing about it is it does not have talc in it either, but it is not shiny. I'm wearing it right now, and it is a game changer. It will totally brighten up your entire look. It locks you in, it is super long wearing, and I am impressed. There are 3 shades in here. Now what you can do is pick which shade you want, sprinkle a little bit into the lid, and then kind of mix her up. I love that. So if you want something that's truly more pink, or you want more peach with it, you want a little bit of that lilac in there as well, you play mixologist and you mix up your perfect little blend in the lid, brighten up under the eyes, everything is going to be smoothed out. When I tell you that this locks you in tight, it is the brightening version of the L'Oreal Infallible, which I super love. It stays right here in my front runner position that I reach for all the time. This is the brightening companion. It gives you an unparalleled smoothness underneath the eyes as well. So you're brightened, the lines are filled, you are blurred, you are smoothed, you are locked in tight. Flawless Skin Trio Loose Brightening Powder. This is a must. Try it and get back to me. Next, we have Bronzy Longwear liners that I deem perfect for the waterline to give you that glimmery, beautiful glow to the eye. I am gonna pop one on right now. We have the most expensive being Sarah Creal. I just picked this up. I put it in my Sephora video and I like this. Do I think it's worth the hefty price tag? I don't. This one is $35. She's good. There's not a thing wrong with her, but the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen in Rose Glow is just as good. Not as much money, has been one that I have loved on for ages. Now this one is more metallic, more cool toned. These are not identical dupes. I'm just giving you options for things that you can throw in the waterline that will not move, that will brighten your eyes, that will give a little bit of that glimmery effect. Pixi is underrated when it comes to pencils. They have some of the very, very best. You can find these for around $12 online or at Target. I will never stop using this. NYX Vivid Rich Mechanical Pencil for $7.99. Are you kidding me? This is in the shade Under the Moonstone. I'm gonna pop this in my waterline so you guys can see just how good this is. This right here is closer in shade to the Sarah Creal, a little bit brighter as far as the metallic goes, which I actually really, really like. I was hoping that the Sarah Creal was going to be a little more oomph, like a little more reflective, and it wasn't. And I spent so much money on it that I was a little bit let down. I don't think that I will ever use a really shimmery bronzy liner just to shape out the upper lash line. For me, it's all about that lower lash. So let's go ahead and pop this one on. You can load this up in your lash line and it will not move. It does not irritate my eyes. It doesn't make my eyes overly watery either. It's just like the perfect extra little touch. You can see this eye to this eye. Like, do you see how the light is grabbing right here in the center? It's just giving this nice gleam and this almost wetness to the eyes. We don't look like we've been crying. We just look like candlelit, glowing, glimmery. It looks so pretty. Always take a Q-tip, you guys, when you're done with your makeup. If you have been fussing with the waterline at all, make sure you're cleaning up that inner corner. I also have to share with you guys, I will be linking my sweater in the description box below. This is from Open Edit. I bought it off of Nordstrom and I'm wearing it backwards. There's the tag. It's supposed to be the other way around, but I'm wearing it this way and I think it looks so cute. I love this. I love the color, the quality. It feels way more high-end than it is. Like, it feels so luxe and it looks luxe too. Like, it is giving everything I need, the color, everything. I am the size small and I will leave all the details in the description. $27, $9.99. I prefer the $9.99. They both have a similar wax base. They both have maracuja as an ingredient and vitamin E. This is from Neutrogena, clearly inspired by Tarte's maracuja. This is the original formula right here. I just have a clear one. I will give you a side-by-side swatch so you can see the consistency and texture. But if you like that kind of a feel, the maracuja feel, then check out from Neutrogena the High Shine Glossy Lip. I have the shade Temptation. I'm gonna pop this on right now. It is not as thick as the Tarte, but I actually really like that. It's not too balmy. Like sometimes when I've seen inspired by products that come in this kind of a component, they're just too stiff and they don't have that juicy, melty feeling to them. This does, and I'm loving this. Look at how immediately that just brought everything back to life. This is a great on-the-go touch-up lippy because it will kind of just amplify and smooth out whatever you already have going on, but it's not going to move things underneath it. It's not going to add too much where things are now getting dry and dry skin is kind of peeling apart on the lip. This has that perfect texture where you're gonna get everything you need and then some. If you use this on its own, it is super nourishing, very hydrating, again, with those similar ingredients that are meant to plush up the lips, keep them feeling smooth, and prevent any chapping from happening. I think this is really, really good. Next up, this is exclusively for my 80s babies. If you are an 80s baby, leave it in the comments. Now tell me, do you remember, and I want you to go back in your mind, and I want you to even close your eyes and think about Debbie Gibson. I am showing my age so big right now, but I remember being super little and my older sister wore Electric Youth, and it was such a particular scent. Like I really feel like I'm pulled back into my childhood, and that scent was so pleasant, but it was very drugstore and of its time. Now I got sent this in the mail, and I kid you not, I sat in my dining room just basically huffing this perfume bottle. This is the shade Vanilla Salt from Ellis Brooklyn. I could not pinpoint it. I was like, where do I know this from? Why is this so familiar? It's freaking Electric Youth. I'm not even joking, but like elevated. Like if you ever had a dream that something from your childhood could be luxury and more modern, and now this is it, please do me a favor, go to Sephora, try this on, and come back and tell me what you think, because I am having vivid 80s flashbacks and I love it. I will be wearing this. This is like, give it to me. I love it. Aside from the fact that my husband was like, that's what all my high school girlfriends smell like. Aside from that, I love it. This is gonna be a little bit weird because I did not like the original product that this is inspired by. However, this product is not as potent. It's a little dialed back, which is actually what I would want from the luxury counterpart. So I'm liking these much, much more. This is exciting, the packaging, everything about it. There's like no disguising it. It is incredibly inspired by Rare Beauty. Take a look at that and you're like, oh, what's that? Oh, nobody knows, like nobody will know. This is perfect. This is literally the shimmery metallic blush of my dreams. It is very pigmented, but it shears out and it is so incredibly soft. If you like this kind of a blush, now I know when I was complaining about the Rare one, I was like, I don't want things emphasizing my pores. I don't want shiny, shiny all over the place. I'm not into like the crazy blush trend. That's why it's not for me. But I do have to say that when I see it on someone that's very youthful, they're more into that clean girl plus blush, that I do really like it. It just wasn't for me. So it was like no shade to Rare. It just was too punchy in the metallic department. It almost felt like it was a metallic blush highlighter where it was just like too shiny. This is a little bit more subdued, believe it or not. I am wearing the shade Midnight Berry. I used an EX2 from Details by Tati to blend this out. I wanted more coverage on the apples of my cheeks. I wanted to be a little extra blushy today, and that got the trick done. Blush placement has a lot to do with the size and shape of your brushes. I want to emphasize that when you go in with like a giant brush, just expect disaster. And a lot of blush brushes, in my opinion, are way too big. That's why when thinking about the brush shapes for Details by Tati, I did go a little bit smaller with a bunch of them. The SP2 would also be an excellent option for blush application. I did use this one today with a cream bronzer, so I didn't want to double dip into a powder, but this also gives you like nice control of placement. If you have the Essentials set, This one right here also can work for blush when you just want it to be kind of up and not getting all over the place. So think about the size of your brush when you're working with a blush trend as well. This is gonna be random. I had to throw this in the mix. Is it an exact dupe? No, but we are vibing. And the quality of this itty bitty little quad from Revolution is so impressive. I am wearing it today and it literally fluffed in the crease, no problem whatsoever. The metallic is nice and smooth, not emphasizing any of the crackly skin on my eyelids that happens as we age. Like, they're very similar in tone. You could totally do a look with this and only this. You don't need the whole big palette. When I reach for a palette like this, I only use like 4 shades anyway. So I had to mention that this is such a great drugstore option. Do not sleep on these little quads. They are very, very good. We're gonna have an inception moment. Chanel, $48. Are you out of your mind? No, thank you. It's like a balm highlighter. We don't need to spend money on that. L'Oreal, we have this guy right here that I adore, $12.99. There's nothing wrong with this one. It is a front runner. I've had it in my top shelf area for so long, but Catrice has come in hot with a stick called Glass Like Skin, and it delivers. It does everything you need it to do for $7. Like, get out of here. It literally will give you that dewiness just by tapping on the skin. Tap it on the lids, tap it on the shoulders, tap it on the high points. You can do so much with this and you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. So I'm giving you literally a dupe of the dupe and I hope you enjoy. If you were on live with me, then you know this is absolutely crazy. The two of these are identical in almost every single way. The KIKO, I think, has better packaging, which is really nuts to say because you get this amazing little mirror on the front. You can't tell that it's a functional mirror, but when you have it close up to you, it works. So if you're on the go, you can pop on your gloss. You have a mirror right here. I like how this looks. The color is literally the same. This is shade 2. And then this one from Patrick Ta is the shade Superficial, which I do love this one so much. The shade is identical. The doe foot applicators, very, very similar. They're that big shape that's like nice and sloped. You get a lot of coverage all at once. The thickness of the gel is very spot on. The cinnamon feel that you get that is going to give you that plump, very, very spot on. There's just not a lot of difference between these two. This is a newer launch from KIKO. This is their 3D Hydra Extreme Lip Gloss. I was honestly blown away. I put this on live, which I go live every week, you guys. Make sure your notifications are on if you want to come hang out. I also post the replays, go give it a watch. And I put this on and immediately was like, this is Patrick Ta. I opened the PR box and I was like, is this Patrick Ta? Because this is an offensive dupe. Like, there's no polite way to say it. This is freaking offensive how spot on this is. There's not a huge price difference. So if you want to support Patrick Ta, you want to go and get that luxury feel with the brand, then go ahead and grab this. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. I love this formula so, so much. This one is $16. The Patrick Ta is $26. You're saving enough money to make it make sense. And if it speaks to you that this comes with a mirror on it, even better. $24, $7.67. Fenty, you have been duped. The packaging is identical. Oh my gosh, different color, but pretty identical to me. I actually love this kind of a package where you have this little twist up guy right here and the product comes out the top. You grab it, you pop it on. This is a great overnight mask, but you all know I love using overnight masks during the day. I find them to be really cushy, high shine. I feel like I'm doing something extra for my lips. This one from Fenty is great, the Plush Pudding. It is a lip mask. She smells nice. This one's a little on the floral side, but the price is right and they do exactly the same thing. They are the same texture, the same dispenser, and I absolutely had to share with you guys. I am impressing myself with this one. Literally, I was so excited when I was swatching and I was like, yes, like this is it. We have Tarte, we have CoverGirl, $24, $7.99, and I like the $7.99 one better. Let me give you an appropriate swatch so you can see side by side. Tarte's does have a smudger, but honestly, I don't really know when you're gonna use this because would you ever put this on your lash line? I wouldn't. And I don't know that I would need to smudge my waterline or that I would apply it on the lower lash line as like a shadow, you know what I'm saying? But it comes with it. This one is really nice. It's creamy. We know and love her. This is very viral. Now let me show you the CoverGirl one, just as creamy, but what's even better about this one is the micro tip. This works so well for not getting that creamy color in your lashes, because that drives me nuts. When I'm doing a brightening liner, I do not want it getting in my lashes or like little putty bits of the liner kind of ruining your lashes. And then you go and put mascara on, it's kind of crumbling into the lash. It's a whole thing if you're not careful. So this itty bitty fine micro tip helps you with your placement, and it is legitimately, it's like the same thing. Do you see that? Once this dries down, it does not move. Same thing in your waterline. This can help you to have brighter, more awake eyes. And a technique that I really, really love, I'll show you right now. Hopefully with the makeup I have on, it doesn't look weird. But something that I enjoy doing is taking a product like this, and I want my eyes to be wider apart. They are more close set. I like sometimes just doing this much. You don't have to do the whole eye. And do you see how that just like brightened this area? And it just kind of cheats the eye that there's more brightness here and that my eyes are further apart. I love that so much. You look like you just got a solid 8 hours sleep. You are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. It is such a good dupe. Go check out the CoverGirl. And that is the current lineup of dupes. I hope you guys found this as satisfying as I did, and that you go and give that perfume a smell and get back to me. All right, you guys, go and have a great day, whatever you are doing. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Links will be in the description box below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.